Welcome back to DWD's Trapcast, episode 30-something. I don't remember because we got off track last month. I know I promised y'all 2 a month, but you know what?
If we just end the year with 24.
Exactly. That just means I got to put out 3 a month and one of these dumbass months. That don't sound like it's happening, but hey, man, we'll try.
December's just going to have 24
right?
December, and it's going to be Christmas.
It's last minute. That's me, bro. Pushing it to the end. Procrastination king. But one thing that's actually kind of exciting, I don't know if it's due to the Snapchat ads, and if that's the case, welcome to the new family. But that last episode we did had it doubled the viewers after the ad campaign. Which that ad campaign, I paid like $30 and I had it on Snapchat, and I don't know. I never seen it, but apparently some people seen it.
See, I don't know if people that have you added can see it.
See, well, the thing is it doesn't just do it in our area; it's across the country.
Oh, have you noticed any sort of pockets and areas?
No, not yet. But I was there's. I don't want to go off of it now, but there's a Snapchat ad manager, and it's way hard to see on my phone. It just wasn't set up to look at mobile browsers, you know, so I can't even see half the stats. But I was
made by computer nerds for computer nerds,
right? But what was I going to say? Oh, we were talking about 8 Mile. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But what I was going to say is Eminem music. He is supposed to drop a song on the 24th, but he's been getting clowned on because, like, dude, the last official social media post from him was him like changing his profile picture to the Minions and saying, "I know that Gru and the Minions got my
stand
back."
with me or whatever.
And like you know, damn well it wasn't even him that tweeted that. It was his team, blah blah blah, making money, promotion. I don't give a fuck. But it just seems so corny. You know what I mean? Knowing it's not him, anyways. I don't give a fuck.
The opposite of what Eminem was.
For real. Yeah. I'll still listen to Eminem features.
Yeah,
and I like most of
his back, you know.
But all the projects that people dog on, they say, yo, like, what was the one that came out with Walk on Water? The one with the flag. I can't remember what the name of that album is called, but no one liked it. Everyone hated it. And it's got some of my favorite songs on it.
Walk on Water was good.
A Rose,
was the one with
really
Sia on that one? There was a Sia feature that was
I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of them with Skylar Grey.
And she's always a good voice to have.
Yeah,
classic
that's
Eminem. Like when I think of Eminem,
Skylar Grey and Eminem. Oh yeah, it's a good.
It's like her and Rihanna are like
right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like
fair, yeah.
I don't know. People love to drag Eminem's name, which is like whatever.
See, I think. What did I say when we were watching that movie? Can't have a redemption arc without it dropping first. So he was going up. He's dropping a little bit. He could go up again, you know.
Right.
And I hope he does.
And he still has millions of fans and shit.
And he's still skilled. It's just
he's still a skilled.
I don't know
artist.
if the sound's evolving.
But
the way
after that album, Marshall Mathers
Music
2,
to be
Music to be Murdered By came
that was
out.
the newest
Kamikaze is what I was thinking of. Kamikaze came out after that one, which got a lot more better
commercial success. Because you had what? You had what features were
Joyner Lucas.
You had Joyner
Lucas.
You had
was Logic on that one too?
I think you had Logic with ISIS. Or no, not ISIS. That's
Joyner Lucas.
But Homicide. It was called Homicide.
Yeah, because it's got that video with Chris. What's his name? Who got canceled? The comedian.
Who just yep.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. But he's doing he's not even canceled anymore.
Well, yeah, they
Who is it?
Chris
Stefano?
Chris D'Elia.
Chris D'Elia, yeah.
His accusations weren't as serious. Not to I don't want to. Oh Lord, I don't want to be like it's not the whatever. But the thing about it for him, people were like he always. He was using his position of power and money as a comedian to guilt these girls into sleeping with him and blah blah. But it's like, okay, that may be true, but everyone who talks about Chris D'Elia, they say he's not that type of guy. Also, he grew up. His family was already rich. Like his dad was already a big time Hollywood agent or some shit. Like he makes hell money.
Yeah.
He didn't come from his family's already rich. So if anything, he was probably being targeted because he's powerful. You know what I'm saying? And like out there, you know this, like hoes be hoes anywhere. But
especially
when,
out there.
when you're out there, there are people literally out there just to rob and make money off
Trying
of
to make a
people like
living
that.
scamming.
Exactly. Like to fucking to
Atlanta,
not saying this is what's gonna happen,
Hollywood.
but like nowadays it is very easy for some girl specifically to hook up with a celebrity, then try to cancel them and blackmail them and extort them out of money, which is what these people tried doing, and he didn't do that. He was like, I didn't do this, I'm not guilty. You know what I mean? And he was found not guilty. That's the thing too. Like there's another case where I don't know. There's just crazier shit. There's crazier people who have done other worse shit and who are completely fine. And then there's people like that who the world's trying to cancel.
What's going on with Ezra Miller? What, he's just punching people in the face still, and he's still in DC. What was his most recent thing? It was kind of fucked up, I thought.
I just seen something about it too.
Looking for him right now because a girl like was hospitalized. She was a minor. She had like LSD and marijuana and like alcohol in her system, and she was partying with them.
This nigga's about to literally ruin all of the DCU because the Flash was supposed to be.
Just recast him.
The Flash was supposed to be like the launch into like their next phase and shit, you know. Now the movie's looking at getting canceled and remade.
Like they're gonna
First
have to
off,
cancel like
Ben
everything
Affleck
that happened.
was
There's no way that movie's coming
He
out.
said
No
that
way.
was like his last appearance as Batman, and it was supposed to like show off about him passing it off. I don't think we're getting any of that. They're gonna get it. If anything, if we get a Flash movie, it's gonna be so shitty. It's gonna be bad.
Amber Heard no longer gonna be an Aquaman, probably.
Yeah, it's like who's,
Don't forget
whole
she's in
universe.
DC.
who's missing that? Like,
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I don't
it's
think
No,
another-
it is like a continuity.
It is another thing that
messed
happened.
up.
Well, yeah, because she was literally me and Bryce
She
started
was like
watching.
the main love interest for Aquaman. Right?
Well, in the Snyder cut, she like doesn't have any lines actually. Like she disappears. Like they just have her body there in scenes and stuff, and it's really funny, especially now. But they could just do that for certain characters in certain movies if they don't want to go ahead and just act. It depends on how they want to play it, I guess. But like it's
I
just
mean, it's
fucking
secret.
crazy.
They didn't say they removed her. They
Dude,
just cut her down to
scrap
like
it all.
2 minutes of screen time.
They don't have to scrap it all. They could just have a new Flash, like a
But
different
didn't-
Flash.
Imagine
Not like
don't
a-
they need
like
to
a
do
different-
Batman though. Is
like somebody who's
Like
not like
every
an actual
you were
menace.
Check
fucking
this
new
out.
comic
Like a
fucking.
terrorist.
this
Flash
is
dog.
supposed to be, I think, Flashpoint is. I'm pretty sure is
They're
what this
terrorists.
movie's about,
That's what
right?
they call it.
Right.
So no, they can definitely
Watch
get
this.
a new Flash.
First 20 minutes, this whatever this dipshit's name is dies. Then we get Barry Allen from the CW to show up on screen. And he's now the Flash for the fucking universe, bro.
Dude, he's actually like my favorite Flash.
Same,
Like,
same.
he's the best Flash.
Like,
Ezra
I would-
Miller tries
That's
too
what he
hard to
should
be
be.
When
Spider-Man.
I seen the first commercial for Batman vs Superman, I think when they had Flash
Dude,
and they
I-
showed him,
yeah.
I had a little tear that it wasn't Barry Allen
Yeah.
from CW because I was like, he
It
would have been
hurt.
so cool.
Like that's why I didn't really
Ezra
fuck with
Miller-
Ezra Miller because like it just wasn't.
Ezra Miller
Wasn't
tries
it?
too hard to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, the character is
Sorry,
funny at all.
And he
I
looks
did.
older than Spider-Man. So it's like,
He just
oh,
looks
so
immature.
you're just
Yeah.
so you're just immature. It's not
Right.
like you're your age,
Yeah.
which is a high
Oh,
schooler.
fucking Tom Holland. Was a baby.
You are in college, right? Isn't that
And he
supposed to
doesn't
be
even
his-
like. Even then, he acts more immature than Spider-Man. Like he's even levels down like further. Like
Mhm.
Okay,
yeah,
guys.
there's no excuse.
I gotta pause because there's an update on the sketch for the tattoo I'm getting tomorrow.
For our audio listeners, this will be really interesting.
Right?
Mm.
I don't know.
Oh
if you guys
yeah, you
follow
told
Gravity
us. You
Falls
told
at
us
all.
about that.
That's stupid.
Where's it going?
On his ass cheek, right next to the other one.
No. So, for anyone at home, it's Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls saying that reality is all an illusion, death is real. I plan on putting it on the upper part of my shoulder, like
right next
here.
to the happy-looking dragon.
Well, like it's gonna be a little bit more up, but it's all gonna have like filler to start connecting the pieces. And oof, I'm excited as hell.
What colors are you thinking for the fill?
The first, so for the fill part, I told them that we're probably just gonna make it more of a space piece altogether.
Fucking awesome.
And so, like, because obviously the UFO, I mean, Dragonite's
Yeah.
a little bit out of place, but I don't give a fuck.
I think
Well,
it's
I mean,
cute
It
there.
actually looks
Dragon
Right.
could be in
like
space.
you could
It
easily
blends
blend and then
well.
just
Right?
fill out the
Dragon
background
space.
on your whole arm
More
just make
metal
it one
than
piece.
Right.
Sure.
And then there's this other piece I kind of had in mind that I thought about getting, which would make this, what I've talked about already, line up even more. There's this really cool astronaut where it's like the balloons are planets and stuff. I was like, that'd be kind of cool, something like that on the inside, awesome. Where it could kind of tie this all together to be
then
some
it would
space
really
piece.
set it in space. Yeah.
Yep. And then I was like, somewhere with
plus
the regular
DWD in space,
right?
You know? Yeah. Just go hand in hand.
But no, so I'm excited for that. That'll be tomorrow. Going right after work to get that.
Goes to space on a weekly basis, I'd say.
It was kind of annoying to get this tattoo scheduled. It was probably the most stressful one ever, but I love my guy. So I'm not going to talk shit, but long story short, his assistant quit. His assistant was the girl who hired and booked everything for him, you know? So I think he's still transitioning to doing that to himself. But, like, I messaged him. I was like, yo, I'm looking to get a tattoo soon. Not, like, anytime, like, in the next few days, but, like, this month, what we got open, you know? And it took him, like, 2 days to, like, basically open this message and respond. He said, what days work for you? And I was like, well, Monday through Thursday, I virtually don't work at all. So any of those days would be awesome. And another day and a half of on delivered for that. And he's like, wait, is this Dustin? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, snap, my bad. If I would have known that, I would have messaged you back faster. So what days work for you? And I'm like, bro, that was the first, you know what I mean? I was like, okay. I was like, Monday through Thursdays would be the best for me, to be honest. And he saved it and then didn't do anything. So fucking Saturday at like 2 a.m., I'm like in bed. He messages me. He's like, hey, you free tomorrow to come in? And I was like, I'm not dealing with this. So went to bed, went to work. I texted, I was like, yo, sorry, I didn't know if you meant like free Sunday or Monday. He's like, oh, let's talk about today, Sunday. I was like, oh, sorry, I'm at work. He's like, okay, well, what about tomorrow? Will that work for you? I'm like, I could try, but like we have nothing planned, you know what I mean? So I've been all day just scrounging Pinterest and shit, trying to find something. But I like that one a lot. The photo that I had showed him, which he's basing it off of kind of, is this one. So it's gonna probably have color to it, but yeah, I'm excited.
Do you think, I mean, are you going to be able to get it done in one sitting?
Oh yeah, that's going to be more than 6 hours. There's no way. It's going to be easy actually. I might have them even touch up one of my other pieces if it's fast enough. You know what I mean? But oh shit, this is probably boring to talk about. Let's talk about. Okay, there's one topic I remember.
Did we ever introduce the room?
No, we did not.
Shoot.
But it's too.
No, we should do it.
Okay, let's introduce the room. Beginning of the episode. That was the prelude to the show.
You know those long ass anime intros?
Yeah.
That's what this was.
And he is invincible. Just the best always, bro. Always. I swear to God.
It got to the point. Hang on, real quick, invincible tangent. It got to the point where every episode, me and Caleb would look at each other when they said the invincible and then cut to it.
Yep.
And Caleb would just start shaking his head because it got too much.
I know, right? Because it got so predictable, but sometimes they still get you. It's like
They would build it up so heavy.
It's like, man, it's been 2 minutes and it's already so tense. I'm watching. They'd have to be, and then it just cuts to it, and
it's always
damn, it got me again.
The ones that catch you off guard piss you off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, and who's the cast for this episode?
Oh yeah, we got Dustin.
Oh, we got Keegan.
Kaylee. Bree.
Drian.
Keegan Diggs.
Make sure to Cotter.
Caleb.
What's up? Okay, now that we introduced the room after 15 minutes.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, there's 2 stories. One of them's really short, so I guess I'll talk about that one, but it's more interesting to me. So the James Webb's telescope, you might have already guys seen this, but so since it's getting into position and shit, you know, finally about the time to be sending in high quality images, one of the first scan reads it did was in a Goldilocks zone, and it found this planet not hospitable for life, but it's
4 times bigger almost.
Well, I don't know. No, it's not hospitable for life. Not yet. But what's cool about it is it's like Earth was like 2 or whatever million years ago when it was still cooling down and becoming a planet. and it's one of the earliest stages that we have ever seen
Like
for
closest
planet
to that
formation.
point. Yeah.
So like in another 1 million or 2 million years, yeah, this planet will be like Earth and perfect for life and stuff. But right now, it's like instead of oceans, it's literally filled with lava oceans. It rains fucking magma because of this right now.
Tight.
Right? Like
so
it's
I saw
fucking-
some planets that were some cool exoplanets the other day, and one of them that I saw was that the planet was so hot that it was just like it would rain glass and like rocks, and the clouds were made out of the element of that rock, like
it's
whatever
fucking insanity.
elements on the planet. Like it's just
Like, what would that even look like?
Right?
Your umbrella has to be made of fucking.
You just have steel
Metal.
umbrella.
of what? Of
Yeah.
what? That doesn't melt, Drayton. The whole planet's that hot. It's so fun.
Steel beams as long as they're from jet engines.
Built different. No, I was gonna say I saw another planet. I saw another
Next thing
planet.
you know, FBI let us in.
The windows just blown out. No, the planet I saw from one of the scans though recently was in the Goldilocks zone, and it was like 3.8 times larger than Earth, which apparently the only habitable
I was gonna say I didn't know there were that
Earth-sized
many.
planet is like you can be like a fraction size of Earth all the way up to 4 times. So it is on like the bigger size of
Mhm.
Earth livable
Mhm.
like solid planets. So that's interesting.
I can't even like fathom
4 Earths.
for like
how much more
how-
landmass that would
how
actually
much
be.
more surface area.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Holy
about
shit.
time they introduced.
There's like an
Earth
infinite
2.
Yeah,
Right?
where's the
Motherfuckers
DLC,
too,
bro?
which is crazy.
We're still working on Terra too.
Bro, we don't know.
Terraria, I meant.
I thought, but I wasn't sure. No,
The sun is like fucking huge. Like
Yeah,
way bigger
true.
than Earth,
That's weird to
like,
think about.
guys.
I can't even.
well, it
Oh
would.
my.
It always reminds me of the Rick and Morty where they're finding the new planet. And they're like, this one, everything's on a cob, so we got the small planet or this one where the sun screamed for 36 hours.
and it slowly cuts across the sky. Yeah.
How long the days? 36 hours? Nope. Oh, hell, man. Okay, what was the other one? Oh, it's completely off topic. But, well, I was just keep talking about the telescope. That actually is one of the coolest things I think, because I've said it in the other
Discovery
podcast.
wise,
It's
like,
literally what they've branded it as, the telescope that's going to find other life. You know what I mean? It's been sent to the furthest point in our solar system that we've experienced,
lobbed it out
that
there.
we've been able to observe. And not only that, so like our observable like universe is probably like this big, okay? Once this telescope gets to about right here, it's going to expand it almost 50%. Like, we're going to be looking into parts of the universe that not only did we never thought was possible, but it's like a whole array of it. But because of the lifespan of this telescope, obviously we can't look up everything out there. But that's why one of the coolest things about this project is that anyone can literally write and propose a project for it to be like heard and be like, yo, why should the telescope look at this? Obviously, if I write this paper, it's going to look stupid, but like, any professor, any fucking like anyone
That has
actually,
a theory.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
like we believe that because of these readings of the atmosphere, because of what we know about the atmosphere of this planet, what we know about its location, it's a Goldilocks, what we call Goldilocks zone. Why not just do a hypo fucking thermal image scan of this planet and hope to God we see something, not even like intelligent beings, but something living
just
that
a
shows that
moving
like.
thing.
Yeah, like showing life on another planet that could have evolved in another way is just a crazy breakthrough.
so that
It'll
that
actually like I
3
think blow our minds.
Yeah, that's
like
that's where like all this shit like there's a big conspiracies that like in the next 10 years that we're going to see aliens, and it's all part of the public like government plan, because like
they're, like,
back in the
building up to
80s
it, or-
they're like, people always say like, well, with the Roswell shit, if there were aliens that crashed, why did the government handle it up? Well, the people at the time wouldn't be able to understand or
we have
do that
technology
shit.
now.
Not only have we been like low key, just here's UFO footage, here's this sighting,
Like, it's
just to like
become more
test the
accepting,
widening.
yeah.
Like all these stories are coming up because it's more acceptance. There's more of an actual knowledge and pursuit of it, instead of people like back then. If someone was like, "Yo, I just saw this shit flying, they would have been mocked in. You know what I mean? Nowadays, like people are like, yeah, okay, but there's at least a little bit of
They
belief.
didn't have like cell phones. Like
Exactly.
communication that wasn't wired was like impossible pretty
For real.
much. Like they
Ugh, that's so
like that alone.
just, like,
exactly.
fucks
So
me
now
up.
that
See,
we have
like,
that
yeah.
level of understanding.
That's why the Bob Hazard, his documentary, his story is all very interesting to me, because when he whistle blew about his stuff that he's seen, and he didn't say he's seen aliens, he said that he worked on something that he called a reactor that was by far out of this world. It defied every law of physics that we understand. They didn't know how to power it. Like, he's like, basically it was like a pyramid thing, right? And it was a part that he assumed they removed from the spaceship that they had, not spaceship, but the unidentified aircraft they
like
had.
whatever technology.
Right. Which they at the time thought it was, Russian military equipment. He's like, all we knew is to actually turn this thing off and on. We had to take this big ball, which was composed of materials not from this planet, and off the pedestal. And once you placed it back onto it, it activated, and power was somehow transmitted between this fucking ball and this pedestal. And then the whole thing would propulse like gravity basically and levitate like freely. And so they were trying to replicate the power source, the power I don't know what the power source and what else, the capacitor, the fucking actual thing running the power, you know what I mean? And then
being able to levitate.
for real. And so one of the things though about his story that I find so interesting, because a lot of people have like, they're quick to discredit these type of people that come out. And he's like, I don't have evidence or anything. Like, the most evidence I have is like his family and stuff. After all this, the government erasing his social security card, make it like numbers, so he can't get a job. His whole family getting blacklisted and like, you know what I mean? Suspicious shit like that. It's when that type of shit happens where I'm like, why would the government try so hard to be hiding the stuff he's saying, if not something true?
like something's got it. Yeah.
But
if
he's
it was all
like
crazy, they would just be like, "Oh, that's a crazy." Like they
he's
wouldn't
talked
even
about
think
like
it.
all the like he's gone on Joe Rogan, he's gone on a lot of podcasts, and he finds it very traumatizing because of how much like stress he was under back when he was doing this. Now he's much more safer because he's a public figure. Basically, people know.
Yeah, you can't kill him. Like,
But
so
like, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, he said like even what I like to because other than what I directly know he worked on, he's like, I don't like to even talk about the stuff that was in other report stuff, because they would knowingly, each person would get a report and parts of it would be like twisted. It'd be like, we have recovered this from planet Zan, you know what I mean? Shit like this, blah, 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 blah.
Like you didn't actually know what you were working on?
Yeah, so like, because everything was what is it? Broken into group.
Compartmentalized.
Compartmentalized.
That word. Anyways, every job was broken up into like smaller jobs, and no one knew what they were working on besides your job. And you would get briefings, but he's like, those briefings would they would intentionally have wrong info, and each person's briefing had different sets of info. So
But
let's
only
say,
what they needed.
only what they needed to know.
But
The
whatever
rest
they
of
did
it would be
was
falsified
fake.
in
Okay.
some ways, but they didn't know which ways. And like my version is
Well,
falsified
how do you
different than
know?
And
yours.
you don't technically know
the
what
reason
you
why
would
they
need
did
to know.
this was because if someone were to leak something, they're like, "Yo, we got these alien invaders. They're coming from this planet, and they're on their way."
I
They
marked
would
every
know
paper.
exactly who they leaked it, because that one was the fake one. They had to have read it, And
I
so,
folded the corner on your card so I know what your
Yeah,
vote
you
is.
that's why even like when he was coming out, he had one friend who he wanted to was also wanting to whistleblow too, but because of all the backlash, he ended up not doing it and taking an NDA agreement with the government and signing it all off. But it's just like that. Anyways, point of the whole story is aliens are real. They're coming. I think we're fucked.
You didn't want
Yeah,
everybody to
next
put
update.
the tinfoil hats on. I would
Well,
have been prepared.
Fair. I just think the scary thing to me is that, like, when you hear that, if you have the type of civilization, I've said this in other parts,
But why would they come back to Earth?
not even that. Well, because we're sending fucking beacons out left and right saying, "Yo, come to us. We need help."
Okay.
That's true.
But like, what
We are sending shit like we're
NASA
sending little objects that
if they're able to
If
come
you're
to our planet, but we can't
intelligent
go to
being, you will-
theirs?
NASA
you'll
sent out
notice it, like-
NASA sent out a satellite package thing where it's drifting through space, displaying. It's basically a
It's got,
binary
like,
code.
Yeah, math.
it like
on
tells us.
No.
or,
So
like,
this is a new
or-
project.
oh.
This happened this year. It's emitting a binary code that is just basically saying like pick me up, and then once you fucking pick it, like whatever, if they're able to decipher the binary code, it depicts the anatomy of the female and the human body. And it's basically like it explains how we reproduce, blah blah blah, and it's like it's an invitation. It's like come to Earth. That's literally what it's marketed
We're
as.
breedable and submissive.
Yeah.
That's what our marketing
Yeah,
was.
yes.
What the fuck?
And it's like got the location, but like then it spawns the argument. It's
There
like
are a large majority of people who I think are willing to
But-
fucking alien.
it's like,
I
dude,
think it's just scary. Man.
the civilization, the group of people that could do that, you're just hoping and praying that you find across like not a brutal alien fucking.
I mean, you just have to hope
Of
they have some
conquerors.
sort of they want to be friends.
So
Right.
if it's a conqueror,
Because
Because
there's
nobody else
whoever
because they
received-
already got him.
whoever like receives this message is obviously leaps and bounds ahead of us.
that's what I'm saying.
So
They decide,
if they
like,
are
they're in
any sorts
control,
of bad,
yeah.
like even if they're like, even if they're just like us,
So-
you know what? We would have done it this in our situation. We'd be like, yo, free slave labor. Let's do it. Whole planet.
Whole planet of resources. Let's rape it.
Yeah.
And we would go in.
Like-
I feel like that's
And
the
it's not
natural-
racist. We got whites and black slaves this time. Slavery 2.0.
It's species.
Let's go, baby. If you ain't an American, you better be in those chains, boy. I bleed red, white, and blue. You best go back to the planet you came from.
Do we
man.
think Joe Biden's gonna find a way to make
Oh,
a deal with
Dude,
the
Joe Biden's
aliens?
a fucking joke, bro. Joe Biden's a fucking joke. Everyone in power right now is a fucking joke. No one can get anything done. Democrats have just become a party of fucking lobbyists. All they do is get paid off to sit on their ass and literally block every bill and act like it's the Republicans' fault because it's a Republican-filled fucking.
There was that one dude who like was saying he was gonna go assassinate that one guy. So
Yeah, the
now-
judge, Kavanaugh, like. Had,
Are you
like-
talking about Democrat or I don't know who you're talking
I
about.
don't give a fuck who it was, but,
But
like
still.
it got the
But-
government people on their toes. You
The
know?
Republicans are just as bad. I don't want you to think I'm leaving them out because it's
You
fucked them
spooked
both.
him? Is that what
Oh
you're
no,
saying?
like both
No,
sides.
Like
Yeah.
they hired security for like a bunch of people after that.
Because somebody made a threat. So that you're saying like,
They caught him. They caught the dude.
okay,
Yeah, like it was
And
an
they had, like,
attempt, I
he
think.
had, He had guns on him and like zip ties and shit. And I don't know.
So he didn't succeed.
No, because he told everybody he was doing it. So they caught him. They're like, hey, like
you're gonna get put on
you
the
announced
watch
your
list for real. This is too short.
But if they're hiring security for everybody,
I know they can hire security, but not for schools. No, okay, we're gonna get into this argument after the break.
Fair.
Shit.
Pew pew pew. That's not alright, we're back.
I don't think. I think it's two take gang.
No. Alright guys, welcome back to the DWD Trapcast. We're back and reloaded. We all got our
I can't run for president now.
Yup. We're full to the brim. We can't take much more. I don't know, man. Okay. Okay.
Real quick, before we get into anything serious, can I just say, me and Keegan recently watched Over the Garden Wall on Hulu, little Adult Swim Cartoon Network animated show.
I've heard it's good. Man.
Very good.
Yeah.
There's like a deeper metaphor later in the whole series. It probably third episode I'd say is when it starts to all really come
I'll have to get
together.
in.
But the episodes are
I've
like
heard that.
They're all
10 minutes.
10-minute
Yeah.
long episodes, 11 minutes
The
long.
only way I only found out about that show literally like 2 days ago because I was looking up regular show tattoos, and
Yeah.
this guy had a full sleeve of Gravity Shack to that show and regular show. I was like, interesting. I was like, I get to find more out about this show. I started reading about it a little bit.
It's really cool.
And I wasn't gonna talk too much about the school shooting shit. All I was gonna say was that, like, hey, okay, well, this not only the school shooting was horrific, but all the shootings that have been happening have been horrific. But the arguments that we have, like, to move forward are even more just retarded, plain out stupid. Like the ones that Republicans say where, okay, let's break it down this one. Adding cops to the thing, to schools, right? Because people say that's a thing. That should be it. Bro, there was cops at the one in Texas, bro. Not only did they not do anything, they actively stopped people from going in, from trying to save their own children.
And they saved their own kids first.
And they like, it's the more you hear about that one, it's just so fucked up. Because the cops originally said that they didn't get calls. They assumed that everyone was dead from on site because of the shooting, which is a fucked up, morbid thing to do and think. But then they found out that not only did they know that they were alive, there were multiple calls from the teachers and kids inside to the police begging them for help, for them to send the officers in. And they still did it. And all these kids got fucking annihilated because it's an AR. Those bullets shred people apart. You know what I'm saying? But so that's crazy. The police at school don't work. The other thing they're saying, build schools with one fucking entrance. Like, just one door. Like, that's so fucking stupid on so many fucking
Why are we
levels.
the only country that would have to build schools with one door? Why are we the only ones that can't figure it out?
One of my favorite videos, I wouldn't say favorite, but there's this video of this reporter. It's all these people that just go and, like, ambush the governor of fucking Texas, that Bob guy, or fucking Ted Cruz. The Ted Cruz one, this guy's like, so what revolving the massive shootings, like, why is this just an American problem? Blah, blah, blah. And Ted Cruz loses it. He's like, this is not just an American problem. This is a problem for the world. He's like, this is a horrific, horrific tragedy. You need to stop pushing your agenda. He's like, there's no agenda to push. This is an American problem. You guys need to figure this out. Like, this does not happen anywhere else in the world. Do you know what I mean?
There's something.
The scale and the amount of time.
Scale,
I think frequency, yeah.
My theory is, and I think some people would agree, like a mental health crisis. Like,
it's
America isn't doing great mentally right now.
I've said this before on another podcast. Like, all we need is, like, better gun control. And gun control doesn't mean taking people's guns away. That's what people always like. Okay, good example right here. This idiot named Dustin. No experience, never shot a gun in my life, very irresponsible in many other aspects of my life. I went to a gun store, bought one, in 40 minutes I was out. Background check, done. $400, gone. Didn't have to buy a license of safety, didn't have to take a class, didn't have to do anything.
Course, yeah.
Didn't have to do nothing. Don't have to buy a license to carry, don't have to buy a license to buy a gun anymore in Iowa. And it's just like, bro, how can it be this fucking easy when I'm this fucking stupid?
In theory, you could have gone ahead and bought that gun and just drove over to Clinton High afterwards, and within an hour.
Dude, well, see, here's the thing that kills me. I don't know if it was the Texas shooting or if it was one shortly after, but I remember reading about it where the guy, he didn't even pay for the gun. He used a line of credit he opened at the store to get the gun.
So it wasn't even
and then
paid for.
after the shooting, and just shot himself. It was one of those guys.
Does the gun get repoed?
Bro, it's just like, this nigga, like, it was free.
Huh.
Because he was 18, he was able to fucking do a line of credit.
He died, so.
We clean it off and
Now,
maybe
I don't know. To me, if it were me, ban AR-15s. That's never gonna happen. Our country's so fucked. When everyone, like, when people think about, like, cultures from around the world, literally America is known for its obsession with gun culture. Like, we have 4 times the amount of guns per person. Like,
action movies didn't
and that's like fucking very, 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 very liberal fucking estimate when I say 4. It's more like 6+. But, like, known and registered, it's 4-to-1 guns on the rise. And it's just like, bro, there's so much money. That's why all these politicians don't say shit, because they're backed by the NRA. And it's just, bro, Everyone needs to fucking die.
Why would they regulate something?
And that's a
they
joke,
get so
though.
much
Don't get me
money out of?
fucking serious. That's just a joke. I don't insinuate violence. I don't do any
And
of that.
welcome back to
I
DWD's Satire Trapcast.
Right? I'm an idiot. I know nothing. I took DMT once. I think I'm a god. You know,
All
like,
cap, no rap.
but
on the whole they all need to die tangent.
On a real note,
watch out, Dre, there because Fulton High School.
Yeah,
Chris
you're already
Tessa
on the
listens.
You're already
I was saying that they had a higher security for all those fucks. So like,
Well, yeah. Anyone there,
they're
yes,
spooked.
that's what I'm saying. They're in positions of power. They're going to have protection. People that are the lower class, they don't give a fuck. They get to fucking capitalize off of death like
Well,
this.
maybe they'll either retire now that they're spooked.
No,
or
it
they'll
don't matter
be
if they do or
spooked into
not
doing
because
something.
the new people that come
Maybe
in
they'll die
are
from
still going to
natural
get their dick
causes.
sucked by the NRA. It doesn't fucking matter. We fetishize guns because we have this crazy belief that the Second Amendment means that we can own a rocket launcher. Like,
How else are we going to defend ourselves against the aliens?
here's the
need the aluminum
craziest
foil,
part
man.
about this argument. When people say, what if the government is tyranny and we need to protect ourselves? These motherfuckers have laser drones now. They can instantly kill you without killing any civilians. They don't need your fucking AR-15. They're not going to show up at your door. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, fair chance right now, Mr. Tucker. I got you right here. You've committed crimes against your country. You're going to die.
The reason we use unarmed
You'll
drone
have
strikes
time
in the
to-
Middle East is the same reason we'd use them here in America.
Exactly. Like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, if anything, you would just fucking to go even more extreme. They don't even have to do all that. They can legit, like I said, with the enemies of the state. They don't have to do that to ruin your life. Erase your social security number. You are no longer a citizen. Good luck getting a job anywhere, getting to pay bills anywhere. You know what I mean? No one's going to be able to hire you. You'll have to find shitty jobs where you're just working for cash. If you ever get caught with a law, you're going to be in even bigger trouble because you don't have an identity. You're more likely going to get deported somewhere. And you don't get
Where they
deported
even
because
send you?
exactly. Probably just on a little boat that kick off.
Oh, he's from nowhere.
One of the-
ocean it is.
One of the third world countries they don't fuck with.
They send you to the wall in Game of Thrones. You actually got it, man. We've been watching that, so good show. Hot, solid watch. I'd recommend.
What was I gonna say? Oh,
Check this out. 4 of the families of that Texas shooting are suing the parents of the shooter for $100 million. And I find this to be, I don't know if they have any legal grounds with this,
yeah.
but they're like, it was an act of hate. They're like, at 18, it's still, because
Okay, but again,
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Do the sins of the father pass on to the son?
Was
type
he
thing?
7?
Like,
No, he was
how does
18
that go the
because
backwards?
he was able to buy it legally. But I think they're trying to try him as well. It'd have to be an adult. He's 18.
That's what I'm saying. They
They
have.
can't try him as a minor,
Is
can they?
he not dead? I thought that he died. Was that a different shooting?
It
No,
might be like
kill
a
him.
No, he was-
a
that was the
negligence
thing.
type of thing. Like, how the fuck did you raise this? piece of
Did
shit?
he die?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Lord
got shot by the
Texas.
police. I thought.
No, by the off-duty FBI.
I was say he didn't kill himself,
the off-duty detective or whatever.
so he was shot.
Dude, we had one at Ames. You see that one?
Uh,
There was a shooting at Ames 2 weeks ago, week ago, whatever.
okay, so question.
It wasn't a school shooting. It was just a
See-
mass shooting. He shot 4 people at a church and then killed himself.
Damn,
Right?
I was gonna say
It is, and it was like it's just insanity. Like
the
there
homies
was-
that go to NIU, they get these like you can sign up for like group like community safety techs basically, and whenever there's a shooting in the entire college area, which is like
every day.
yes, exactly. Like
I hate to
technically the
say it.
area is just it's one of the highest crime rates
That
for
South Park
colleges.
episode is ringing so true right now. There's this one where
Which one?
it was about the last school shooting that happened, but they made an episode and it's really sad and fucked up, but it's really funny. But basically, the whole episode, school
I hate
shootings
it so
are going on the whole time. Butters, like, there's a hall monitor. He's got an AR. They're just dodging bullets every time going through the class. They got the SWAT team breaking in. They're just still teaching, going on it as if nothing's. And then Sharon, the mom, is the only one freaking out. And, like, the whole message of the thing is, like, we've gotten so used to school shootings.
Desensitized.
And then everyone thinks she's, like, on her period because she's crying over the school shootings. It's fucked up. It's a hilarious episode, though. But that's why I love South Park. The satirical comedy with the real world events going on, bro.
They're so
Top
fast.
tier. They're so fast. Like I guarantee, like, all the COVID fucking jokes they had were fucking hilarious. The specials they had, everything. And that's why I'm excited for the rest of the season to come out. I love you, South Park.
The more fucked up the world gets, at least South Park's getting better content.
But we could lean into something more.
So we can stay political,
positive.
but less sad. Yeah. So
I've seen a lot of Andrew Yang on Twitter attacking Democrats and Republicans, talking about how it's time to destroy the two-party system.
Yeah, but like, isn't he anti-Semitic or something? We found out. Wasn't he saying?
There's no way.
What's the whole argument? Is where our diplomats are in Israel versus? Does anybody?
He's an Israel supporter. He's not on the Free Palestine side.
Yeah, he's not on Free Palestine. That's what it is.
He's not on the Free Palestine.
He's not on Free Palestine.
I don't know the whole situation in Israel, but all I know is that Israel is 100.
They think it's theirs because God said so.
But everyone in Israel
exactly
says
that whole area.
Then it got divided up. I thought to where it's supposed to be a neutral land, isn't it? Israel.
Yeah, but I think they kind of want that shit back.
Yeah, I think
neutral isn't working. I think is the problem.
They can't share the space.
The problem with that, though,
two conflicting.
aren't the Palestinians like
they moved
very,
like the
very
entire country of
extremist?
people into like a
Because
little
they'll
strip
kill,
on the
like-
other.
I think both.
Because as of now,
sides
anyone
have
could
them.
go
It's
there
a
and,
problem.
in theory, freely, peacefully worship. But if the Palestinians have it type of deal, it's only going to be that side of the religion.
I think having two religious meccas right next to each other is going to create problems, anyways. Yeah, that's
100%.
Yeah.
Religion's a lie. Everything is used to control you. Just so you know, religion. I'm sorry if anyone here is religious, but religion's a lie to make people
Why'd
more
you bring up
comfortable
Andrew
with
Yang?
death.
What was he? He was just talking shit about both sides. Is that what
What?
you're saying? Andrew Yang. He was talking shit about
I
both
just love
sides.
him.
I thought he was saying he was like running for president again or something. But
The government created religion to control you.
Some people think that you can't
100%.
You can't just say.
Oh, so every
you can't just say 100%.
Every New Testament comes out that becomes a little bit. Okay. The First Testament says that you shouldn't have any rights, bro,
Well,
and I should be a slave.
Whoa! I'm not disagreeing
No,
with you.
man.
I'm just saying with our viewers.
I'm just saying with my viewers, they better wisen up
Oh,
because the government's coming for us. So grab your AR-15, aim it at that one school door, get locked and loaded. Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Blue lives matter. I'm just joking on all of this. All cap, no rap. Sorry, I don't know what I said.
He blacked out for a second.
I had an Alex Jones moment.
They're turning the friggin'
Frogs
freaks.
game, bro. I'm
let's
pissed.
just say you'd probably get canceled if you were
They
unlike.
can't cancel shit.
Dustin says this, and I can't run for president now. That's how bad that was. No.
You playing?
No, I'm good.
You played it?
Nah. Like we were saying earlier about politicians and the need of natural causes. I'll skip out on that. But
I'll give you a natural cause.
Okay, let me take it back a little bit because I said I shit on religion for a second. I'll say this. Most religions have very good teachings, okay?
Principles
And good, I 100% will agree with that. The problem with it is that a lot of it is used as a system
it's
of
the
control.
people problem.
It's like,
Yeah, it's
as soon as you
people
have
come and break
people in it,
For real.
then it's a problem.
well, then it's
Earth,
it's just
fine.
like
People problem.
it's just like the
Religion,
fucking
People problem.
the Constitution. When people try to, like, what's the word? understand, but that's not the word I'm trying to.
They
trying to-
specify on one
Their
part.
interpretation
Yeah,
of
there you
it
go.
can be different because people are like, well, this could be taken a little bit loosely.
A
little bit
militia
more
means it should be
figuratively.
trained.
Exactly.
But then also,
Um,
it's just the people.
For one of my favorite moments was when I was at Ambrose, because St. Ambrose is a private school, Catholic school. You have to take one theology class for any degree. And so I had to take
What
intro to
theology?
theology. What?
Like, so what
Theology
class did
is
you
religion.
take? Yeah, so what class did you take?
Intro to theology, and it was a level 300. So even though it was an intro, it was an advanced intro class, so it counted as extra credit.
Well, I mean, it's abstract thinking, like
right.
I don't know.
But
all of his ideas.
This teacher, I even remember when I was doing it, they were like, she's one of our newer teachers, and she's a little bit more progressive thinker. I was like, okay. I was like, I don't be like, what?
Progressive.
Who
in what
says
sense?
that? You know what I mean? Dude, so first day, we get up there. She's like, so this week, we will be talking about why, and then writes on the chalkboard, God could be a female. Dude, 2 people get up, grab their Bible, walk out. I was like, yes! I was like, one of my friends, because he wasn't religious either, but there go the super Christians. You already know they're the fucking, they're the certain group of people we all know from this community type deal. But it was funny because one of the girls came back like the next class, but the other one she never did. But like every time, like that whole class base was every week, or because it was 2 times a week. The first week it was we would have this lecture, some not scriptures, but lessons about Bible stories, about bullshit, and then it'd be like, why was God a woman, or why could God be a woman, And then the next class you would have a 2-page essay about that, and then that was the whole format of the fucking class.
So first day of the week is introduction, and then you have
The
to write
second paper, and then
okay.
when you got to class, you got to look at other people's papers and then basically read them or whatever. It was dumb. But every week it was that same. Like it was literally why was God female, or why could God be female? Why could God be black? Why could God be a Muslim? And it was the same type of argument. Everything because God.
I don't know.
Because God
I would be a Muslim.
Actually, my grandma is very religious. And
because when people
say
when they say God, it's because God, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus Christ are all supposed to be one being, always flowing energy, blah blah. Anyways, Jesus Christ walked among the oppressed. And then it becomes a battle of who's the most oppressed people. That's where everything is. Women are the most oppressed throughout ages, blah, blah, blah. Therefore, Jesus walked with women. Therefore, Jesus was a woman. That's why God's a woman. And that's it. That's the whole argument.
So making it like the more base minority
he's from the Middle East, so that's why people get the Muslim thing. Yeah. Because people always have this idea of a white Jesus.
Christian God isn't
Jesus wasn't white. He was definitely more like
blue eyes,
this guy. And not that this is the second coming or anything, but get on my good side.
That God complex coming in again, literally.
Just for 2 minutes, I'm Kanye. I'm a fucking crashing on the way home. What that bitch say about me? I forgot what I was saying, but no, it was just funny because that girl that did come back every week, like I would be just so excited to see the category and see her face just like shake her head. You know what I mean? Do her fucking little.
Show as much visible.
Let me show these Salmonites and their ways of the wrong and fucking lead them to salvation. And it's like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, I get it, but like.
Does she copy and paste her fucking her papers? Is like, yeah, like God could not be fucking.
Right? Well, see, that's the funny thing is because she said, well, what if you don't? And she's like, well, you can write the opposing argument, and that's what she did every time. But like, we never really presented them. It was mostly like, hey, hand them off with the
peer review.
Your part. Like it was a fuck off day the second day. Like literally, like me and my homie would swap papers and then play on our phones the whole time. So, but
yeah, why would you want to read your friend's essay? What the fuck?
It was just fucking stupid. We both know how bullshit. We both were bullshitting the papers. Both get A+. It was just stupid. But one of the best classes, and for like being a religion thief, having to take it and that counting as a 300 level class was like the golden egg for me because I was like, I don't have to deal with this bullshit.
And
then
it takes care
at
of
the end of
extra
the
credits for
fucking
me.
dude. I got so lazy because I got A's on all the thing. We had this big fucking page paper.
So you knew you
it
could
was 8
pass.
pages, bro. And I was like, I really don't want to do this. So I did the math, and if I didn't do it, I got a C+. And I didn't do it, and she got me extra credit because she's like, do you really want a C+? If you do this thing, I'll bump it up to a B. And it was like a 1-page paper, you know? I was like, bet. And then she tried to convince me to take the advanced, her second class. I was like, no. I'm not here for this shit. I'm here for fucking computer cybersecurity shit that I don't know nothing about. Like,
But they also are teaching me.
Dude. No, man. I don't want to keep talking shit about Ambrose, but I had the worst college experience time there. I would not recommend it, especially for my field. Bro, we had this new teacher there. His name was Dr. I won't say his name, but he was a really nice guy, but he was of the Asian descent, and like this is his second or third year in America, right? And like so his accent was kind of heavy, which didn't bother me. But he also had kind of hard time like with words. He would have to.
So it wasn't just accent.
There's some words where he would be like
a little bit.
Yeah, like he'd be. It wouldn't be like too many words like teaching wise, but it'd be like he wouldn't know like the word for like laptop or something. You know what I mean? All of them were MacBooks or whatever. And like if you had Windows, he'd be like, I don't know what to do with you, bro. Like, I have no idea.
Dang.
But he was like all my coding teachers and stuff for this shit. And, like, I just felt really bad for him. But I remember one time in class, it's, like, the third weekend, everyone falls asleep in this class. I felt so bad for him. I'm over here at least writing notes. You know what I mean? I'm not paying attention, but I can idly write notes.
Is that a class that you would play Minecraft in? Or
I would.
something else?
No, that was a different class.
Okay.
Class. Also taught by him, but different class.
Okay. See, I knew that. I remember you saying you'd play Minecraft in one of your classes.
This was just a boring class. It was called the Instrumentals to ICP and TCP, which are basically the protocols for internet. So basically, anytime anything happens with anything on a computer, you click something, it goes through these protocols, right? And it's like learning how a piece of code is sent to another thing. It was just the most boring thing ever in the world, you know? That's all. And not only that, but we had to learn about the two ancient models.
So the poor guy, it's not even like his fault that it
no,
was.
It's just
it's
the boring
just the fact that it's boring anyways.
But what
Damn,
we get there, it's 8:05. Like 2 people have fallen asleep that he's woken up in class. Someone stands up and goes, Dr. Blank, with all due respect, we're all tired. What do you say we just stop class and all get breakfast? And he's like, well, what? He's like, we go to Village Inn right now because Village Inn's like right over there. and he goes, okay. And we just go to fucking Village Inn. And I was like, nope. I got into my car and I drove home that day. I was like, I just drove here. I woke up early to come to my fucking 8 a.m. class and we stopped to go to fucking Village Inn. I was like, this is bullshit, bro. I'm fucking tired of paying for this education.
In college debt and you gotta pay for the Village Inn.
I was like, bro, what? My friend was pissed that I just went. I was like, no, just stay here for the next class. I was like, nah, this is stupid. Because I had 2 classes that day. I was like, this is half of why I drove here, bro. But he was just trying to get approval from kids because kids would make fun of him. There's this projector.
Those first
and
year,
he could never get the projector.
Those
the first 10
year
minutes would be
teachers,
used.
bro. Those first year teachers get abused.
Yep.
Actually.
Yeah, they do.
Like,
yeah, for real.
RIP FHS, because I think it can only go downhill every retirement we have because we already lost like the math department like every year, and then the English department was fucked.
I don't want to take too much credit, but we're often considered the grade that ruined.
Anything great at that school was ruined by your grade.
You know what? To be honest,
DC trip.
I can back that up.
Yeah,
DC trip almost got ruined.
The slope from you guys, because I was a freshman at the time, so I went through that whole high school experience. It definitely went down.
The funny thing is every time, like until you guys got to
if
school,
you think about it,
we heard
it
nothing but shit
is
about
worse.
Drayton's grade. Drayton and Connor's grade, we heard nothing but shit about your guys' grade. But like, I still think we were the worst grade. Like, you guys had a lot more cocky assholes, but it's also the fact that like How many people were in your grade, like number wise?
So
90.
We had like 90 by the end of.
Yeah, we had 67. Like
We always had like
72.
87.
Like
I think was like one of the
35.
lowest.
Yeah, we had like around that.
Dude, when I was in Sherrard, my grade size was 305. Like that's crazy.
Well, we talked about Moline. The Moline graduation I went
thousands,
to was like 800. I think was.
But
one
see,
of
that
the
makes. I mean, Sherrard is kind of like Fulton. You know how Fulton has like Albany.
Well,
I guess it's just Albany
and like
Fulton,
the prison,
but-
so there's
Well,
jobs in
and-
the
yeah.
area.
But like
And there's jobs in
Sherrard,
the area,
it's like
so people
8
go.
to fucking like 7 towns. It was like Winona,
Like
New
super
Windsor,
small community.
Alone,
Right outside of the
Aledo,
Quad
all
Cities.
these
Yeah.
fucking, because it's the closest thing to it's Galesburg, but like it's
Oh.
40 minutes.
Didn't
there.
even like was it parts of what was it? Is Silvis close or am I thinking other side? I'm thinking other side. Never mind. I'm backwards.
I mean, we're almost done with like to another ad break. We could wrap it up, or we could do some freestyle. And I did have one more thing we could talk about too, which I found interesting. There was a story about. I gotta go back to my screenshot because I saved it, but it's pretty fucking. It's fucked. So this girl basically getting paid $5 million from Hyundai because she sued them because she got an STD while having sex with her boyfriend in the back of the car. And it was undisclosed that he had this STD, and it's under his car insurance, so it's Geico that's paying it out. $5 million.
Holy fuck.
And that just
What the fuck?
Wait,
that's a crazy precedent in the court
it
system.
is. No, I think I feel like we're gonna set a lot of
Judges
crazy
and everyone
precedents in
that
the
just
next
saw
couple
that.
Yeah,
years.
did you hear about the precedent that was set for borders, the U.S. border? You don't have to have like basically
Dude. Okay, yeah, we were talking
Due
about
cause.
that.
Immigration police can.
So they
just,
passed this.
Oh,
come to
due
your
process,
house.
you mean? Or?
So
No,
what it was?
they
okay.
don't have to have just cause to
Oh,
search
God.
somewhere,
So
and they don't
this
have to have a
new-
warrant.
It just
if they
got
think.
passed by the Supreme Court.
Was it
it's
50 miles or 100?
100 miles from the coast. And check this out, bro.
Every border in the U.S. So the
it's
entire
the
US border,
international border.
So
100
That's
miles
like
in.
that thick border.
Yeah.
That's like
Chicago.
literally
Chicago's included because of this and stuff.
Every
We're
coast,
not. We're not.
every
but-
coast. That's where all the cities are. Is the coast.
Yep.
Yeah,
100
right.
miles in. Every city is now technically.
Border police can now search, seize, do anything they want to any home without having a warrant, without having just cause.
Is the president that's set?
It's like, wow, that's gonna be crazy,
Well,
especially in
There's
these
another thing that
southern states. Like I know, like with illegal, I know whatever your opinion is, but like the brutality these officers are going to have with these people, it's just gonna be sad to see.
The one
Like,
case that like brought this up or one
because
of the
they can
cases that brought
legally
this up
come into their home and fuck up their shit.
was
and
what
then
it
fuck
was.
Them up
It
if
was
they like.
Canadian Border Patrol, I
Well,
believe.
this just reminds me of that one story I told you about. Remember that one Texas
Mhm.
cult in quotation marks? Like they just were able to go in and do whatever they wanted because they had not really any evidence, but just said it and just wanted to really. And like,
See,
it's
but the thing is, it has to be.
We gotta go to ad break,
well, yeah,
and we're
but
back.
What are you?
Okay, so
what were
we're
you saying, Connor?
It has to be like immigration. Like it has to be. It can't be local police.
It
so
can't
yes.
be local. It
in
has to-
theory, you don't have to worry about
but here's
like
the thing.
your car being searched if you're stopped by just your cop.
But where are they
local
gonna?
cop.
So where are they gonna look? Like, what are they gonna be?
That's what I'm saying.
signs?
This is
Like,
literally
it's just gonna
no.
target small, poor communities. I
No,
feel like.
100%. That's all it's gonna be. That's just gonna be like they can kick in doors, and it don't even have to be an illegal family. It can just be a family of Mexicans or
Mhm.
Puerto Ricans, anything. Especially like in California, bro. They're gonna about to get so fucked. Like all those Southwest states.
probable cause.
New
for
York.
anything,
That's what I'm
Florida,
saying. Like,
Most of
Texas,
Well, you
California-
have
all
an
the
excuse
Southwest.
now, and you go in and you find something else, and then it's like, oh, well, now we see
and
that.
and then just to
you're done.
throw in like that it adds
Chicago.
that top border too to get that like Chicago, Detroit, not Detroit, but like Michigan,
Yeah, they have
where
like
people
Canada,
flee go. You
Other
know?
parts of New
New
York.
York, obviously,
Yeah.
is gonna be a big fucking like.
It's insane.
It's just
I
it's
just-
a precedent.
Well, the reason I saw anything on this was because people were talking about how you like suing the government's a whole other thing because
Yeah.
there's the whole what is it that makes it so cops can shoot your dogs and it's no big deal. Professional, like it's a professional risk for them, or like professional, like since it's in their job, like that they have guns and like they are risking their lives, they can defend themselves type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where like when people go to sue, like my dog was shot, my
the
person
cops
was shot
came and shot
Yes.
my dog.
Yes.
Like I did nothing wrong.
Yes.
We found that I did nothing wrong, but they shot my dog.
You go to
I
sue
want
them.
something. Okay,
there's a precedent
Wow.
where they have like a professional, like it's part of their job. So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
they get
I know what you're talking about.
immunity,
Exactly. It's-
professional immunity, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so like that's something that's gonna make it like this integrates that even more.
Yeah, like you're just immune. You can do whatever because you're a part of the government.
Well, I mean,
Protected.
I'm a sheriff, which is basically right next to Border Patrol, so like I should have this right too. And then they argue that in court, and then they set that precedent, and it's just
Slippery slope.
I believe that's the term. I don't know. I think
Hey,
there was some other.
We got some more
Topic.
lighthearted things.
I mean, that was just more.
I mean, that
wild,
was-
but
I mean,
not
it's-
too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but
I haven't said it on the podcast, so I'll say the podcast and everyone in the room. You guys should watch Righteous Gemstones. I've already told you guys two right there, and I know you guys haven't, so you've let me down tremendously. There's only 2 seasons, but whatever. Don't
What
have
is it
time.
on? What is it?
HBO Max. It's Righteous Gemstones, and this is kind of a funny leeway. It's about, Danny McBride,
Yeah, from
Eastbound and Down, fucking
yeah.
Pineapple Express, and
Pineapple
other
Express
shit.
is the one I was thinking of.
He's the creator and co-star.
That's nice.
Adam from Workaholics.
Very funny.
He's co-star. He's his brother in there. In season 2, Eric Andre becomes an occurring cast member, which I fucking love now. But the whole premise is about mega church pastor families and about like one of them, John Goodman. You know John Goodman?
yeah.
He's the grandpa of the family and like the mob boss of this church type shit. And so like these motherfuckers are raking in millions and shit. Then Danny McBride, he this is all first episode, so I'm not spoiling it.
Okay.
He's getting blackmailed because there's this guy who's got a video of him fucking prostitutes and snorting cocaine and shit, and they're gonna tarnish the family's name if they don't give him $2 million and shit, But like Danny McBride goes out to just go beat his ass, and instead of paying him, he brings his gun and shit, and like, oh man, it's hilarious. It's
It is
fucking
pretty
funny as fuck. Everyone watch it.
There was a movie.
Shout out John and Avery for showing me that.
Yes.
There was
Not shut out for someone watching without me.
there was some Netflix.
Hey man, I watched that work. She got mad at me because I watched it without her.
He's still watching it without me too. Like he's
I'm
all-
already ahead. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, you broke the.
You watch
broke ahead.
slow,
Yeah.
shows so slow.
because I thought we were gonna watch them together. That's why
I watch shit at work. That's the only time I
I
have
know.
time to watch TV.
That makes sense.
Yeah, my TV viewing time with
Isn't
Bryce
that so
is
funny?
taking a big hit.
Right?
To work is the only time I have to watch TV.
Oh.
Boss, like what? Run that back.
This third part might not get posted. On Netflix, me and Bryce watched The Most Hated Woman in America, which
how's
is
that?
about. It was pretty interesting. It was really interesting. So it's a true story. It's the
Is
lady.
is it a movie or is it like a documentary?
It's like a biopic.
Okay.
So like
It's more of like a dramaticized.
yes,
but still
with
mostly-
actors
yeah.
instead. Yeah.
Okay.
So
for
like
sure, for sure.
my favorite type of documentary type movie to
Well,
watch.
like,
if I'm being honest.
Would that be like that Chicago's trial or whatever?
It'd be
Would
more
that
like
be
Yes,
something
the
like
that's
that?
like a
Bundy was
biopic.
Zac-
Yep,
Zac
more like a
Efron.
biopic. Yeah, so like those ones, right?
Because they add a little bit more for like obviously it's a movie, but
So it's more
most
entertaining.
Most of the events are very true of what
Yes.
happened.
So basically, this lady had her kid. She was an atheist. She lived in Texas. Her kid was late to school, so she had to bring him into class, and they were saying the Lord's Prayer over the PA system.
Of course.
So she
As one does.
She
in
was-
Texas.
so she was the one
I love
that,
my
like,
Texas fans.
brought the court case, or one of the driving forces for the court case. So she was dubbed like America's Most Hated Woman at the time because it was even more Christian lifestyle, obviously. And if people were still saying prayers over PA systems.
Mm-hmm.
And so she tried I don't know. She started basically an American atheist group, and so people would bring in donations. Well, again, as we were saying earlier, like once you add people, it becomes corrupt. So it talks about like corruption. Whole time there's a whole blackmail thing, like you said, which is why what reminded me of it. But very interesting movie. Something I didn't know about just because we were alive past it happening, which is just always favorite movies. Favorite movies to learn is ones that were before we were alive. So I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Since we're talking about movies, though, anybody else? Movies that they've watched, shows they watch.
I don't really watch that.
I mean,
movies.
Over the Garden Wall. I just love that little character.
It's well animated.
It's a cartoon or movie?
Cartoon.
It's like a little
TV
show.
show.
It's 11-minute episodes, and there's only like 8.
Oh, that's it.
So you can literally you can grind it in 2 hours.
What's it on?
Hulu.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it might be on HBO Max too because they're partnered with Cartoon Network. But we watched it on.
Stranger Things.
See, I didn't
That
get
came
into
out.
that.
I haven't
seen the newest stuff.
Yeah.
Me and Bryce are trying to watch it.
Well, then spoiler free. Well, who has seen it here?
Me and Sophie watched it.
Okay. Yeah. What did you guys think?
Thinking good things.
I really liked it.
I hear a lot of people really like
I mean,
it.
it was and they still have to do like what the finale, I guess.
The fucking
what it
like
would be.
8
I was
hours.
told it
I don't
keeps
know
you
what
on
it
your
is.
toes.
Oh,
does.
yeah, it's actually
It's good.
No, I love it.
Interesting.
Like it definitely validates the show.
Yeah. So what's Netflix gonna do next?
Definitely the best it's been since
Yeah,
season
5.
it's like for sure.
Well, isn't this the finale?
No, they
No,
said
they're
it
doing
was,
it
and then now
last
they're
season.
saying that they're gonna make another season.
Okay,
I didn't know
so
that.
Netflix
Okay.
has one more season of Stranger Things in theory. What did they've been around?
Oh, I
Anybody
wonder
else think that Netflix has been lacking lately?
I hate Netflix.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
sure.
can't even
They
go
have-
on.
No, they were
Black
definitely
people
gonna go out of business, and then Stranger Things came out. Like they were 100% like gonna.
Because then
That's
I
all
think
their
they set the
customers.
precedent of
Because they
fucking.
kept raising their prices, and they kept removing things that people wanted to watch.
Well, their originals.
Well, it's not even
well, they
their
just
fault
don't
with
even-
that. It's
Right.
because everyone's launching streaming services. They're pulling their
It's easier just to
licenses
do it
from
themselves.
others. That
yeah.
So,
it's
like,
not
The
a populated
Office,
market.
when that went off, obviously they didn't want that to. But NBC started their own streaming services. They're like, that's our property. That's going to be the big draw of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we need our Office viewers.
Yeah,
The
like-
people that you have just on Netflix for The Office,
We
we're
know.
gonna have now.
Yeah.
So sorry.
So
That's
they
just
kept
business.
getting- Netflix just kept getting pieces taken away. Like Friends was a big one when that
Friends.
got off.
Yep, which is a
The Marvel originals,
Marvel.
they
yeah.
were putting out work, and then now they're all gone for sure. Now.
I mean, just Disney Plus.
Well, it's because
existing.
Disney, and then honestly, though, apparently Daredevil is supposed to be getting a revival.
Yeah, that
And
was,
they're
that was
keeping him.
confirmed.
Like that.
Well,
it's
he was
con-
in.
he was in the
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man,
yeah.
which was man.
I
I
still
remember
haven't seen Doctor Strange.
That moment
Man.
Same.
is probably when I was top
Hang
3
on.
happiest in my life. Was when I seen
when he caught the break.
just when I seen that Daredevil, I was like, oh my god, this movie's. Gonna
He's
be-
talking about Ben
Matt.
Affleck's.
Not
Matt.
no,
when Ben Affleck was in Spider-Man.
I was super excited when that scene played because I went to Punisher. Like I love the Punisher.
The Punisher
like,
is so fucking good.
He's real. Like
Well,
he's part of the MCU.
Validated.
Yeah.
The Punisher is guaranteed. He's got a contract with a movie or project coming up in the MCU. The same guy, that Punisher. That was before
John
Daredevil.
Bernthal.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
He's an awesome. I mean, I only know him from The Walking Dead and that, but I love it.
What was that?
There's a new
Oh,
show.
He's in Baby
he's
Driver.
Feature. He's just he's got little roles.
Yeah,
Like all
That
over.
Baltimore police.
That's the
show.
one I was talking about.
looks
Where he
wild.
This
plays,
is
like,
our
the
city
bad
or
cop.
something. Yeah,
Looks wild.
which he plays a bad cop role.
He lost like so much weight. He's like so skinny.
Really,
Yeah, he looks,
Interesting.
I haven't seen
he
the
looks
show, but I've
scarier
seen.
somehow.
Well, he's probably more like chiseled, like his bone.
Yeah,
and
he's
muscle,
His
like-
cheekbones are
yeah.
just crazy.
Oh yeah, we got
How about
freestyle.
that?
He said. He said.
Keegan
What
said
did I
he was
say?
freestyle?
Keegan Diggs.
Listen,
Oh,
play
yeah.
the beats and then we'll see.
Play the beats and then we'll see.
Bro, you're
We'll
freestyling?
see.
Let's
Hell,
pause
are you
it and play the
freestyling?
beats. So then, if we're just
What do I
sitting here
look like?
listening to
I
beats,
think
it's
you
not
should.
dead air.
Yeah, we
for-
can,
Look at me.
Okay.
Look at me.
Take a
Fair
break
point.
to get some drinks for our
We'll
throats.
take a break,
vocal
and
exercises.
if anything, we'll come back to say goodbye. We're gonna freestyle.
You guys won't know.
All right, we're back. We're gonna attempt to freestyle. Anyone left? We love you all. Thank you.
Gone but not forgotten.
Thank you for everyone here. Thanks, Caleb. No, I'm just playing. He went home. He got a little too edible now. This is strong.
Yeah,
I know, right? Kaylee, you want to give us the first part?
oh.
No. He's warming up. You do you. You do you. What do we got, Kaylee? Speak your shit. Tell the world. Just got hired at Manny's. Yeah, now we really stacking in that cheese. Coming with those tacos, yeah, I got that meat. Goddamn, you know, making that 5 sticks. That method. Okay. What else? You're the one doing it, not me. Okay. Okay. Drayton, what do you got something to say? With a freestyle bar?
Puff, puff, pass. Shit, I've gone last. Try to find the first lab and asthma attack. Coughing out smoke, homies patting my back. Found him at last, now I can finish my task.
There you go.
Tried to pass it up, but he fumbled the grass. Now there's ash in my lap. Gotta brush it off in the trash. Patient back to me, there's no time to react. Gotta smoke that shit fast. Now it's time to react.
God damn, smoke that shit fast, true. You know that pass, go. Oh, god damn it. No, Kaylee. Okay, fine. That was good. I like that. Run back. What do you say? Smoke that gas fast. Yes, it's true. I got that pack. God damn, I do. DWD, you know it's true. Run this game, and you know I do. What we do? Sit at night, getting high. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's true. Pound our vibes. Oh, god damn, we getting right. Oh, god damn, just beat my man Naruto. Storm 4. Sorry, bro, what happened? God damn, yes, it's true. Can't deny it with the dude. I be up on those tax 1, 2. God damn. I lied. That's Cat. Drake always beats me on Naruto Storm 4. Oh, man.
Can confirm.
But he's the TL bitch, the fucking fan guy. I forget his name, Ushida or something like that. Okay. What not picked beat do we have here?
Larry, so we should.
That was it?
Yeah.
You got more?
No, alright, fuck.
Yeah, you do. Open that notebook up. Open up that brain of notebook up. Through the town. Oh my god, yes it's true. We're feeling like them clowns. We're gonna dance. Okay, you got something you to say?
Well,
Say it. You were working over there. Keegan? Alright, take another sip. We'll got some inspiration on the way. This is behind the scenes. Y'all get to see this one take game. It's all freestyles. Okay.
From here on out, you have to subscribe to the Patreon.
I got shit to say. Yes, sir, see you. Words to keep me. Oh, goddamn, what we think. I can't think of anything. Gotta get higher. Gotta get. No, it goes that way. Okay.
Gotta get higher. You the supplier.
I know, right? Damn. Okay. Wait. Just trying to figure out how all my niggas can get paid. Cause we ain't working no more slave. Ain't the life, not for me. No sir, Steve. DWD gonna reach that greatness one day you see. Oh goddamn, wrong with the clan. Not that type, no, I'm not that man. DWD, little light skin. But she know we ain't pop up with them. No, huh? That's why I carry this strap with me. You know we roll on the 563. You know it's the home of the fuck. I can't go that far. Let's go. One more time, let's go. Fuck those hoes. I ain't gonna say no more about those. Ain't gonna give no clout to them. It's true as me. DWD from the streets. Yes, we do it successfully. Ain't no nigga in this league. Yes, can't do it by myself, Kaylee. What we got? Keep going. Catch my breath and thoughts. Mine don't work that fast. Less you know I'm on that. I don't know. Miss it.
Oh, man.
Help you focus. Maybe even that real. I'll take that generic shit. Goddamn, must be down bad. Kaylee,
Okay.
you got that comeback.
I don't know how to say it.
Just rap. Do it.
Where the lighter at?
Just rap, bro.
It's as simple as that. Just see what comes to mind. Make it rhyme. If you can. Yo, just kicking it with the crew. Ain't knowing what we about to do. Maybe put on that movie or I don't know. Maybe just fucking kick it. Man, this life be kind of boring. That's why I get high for days. Yes, it's true, stuck in that phase. Ain't coming down, not for days. Oh, goddamn. Yes, it's the man. Still off the molly, still off the Zen. Ain't gonna say that shit once again, but you know it's true. Calm down at night. Oh, goddamn. Sleep with the pipe. It's cause it's life that we fucking know. And that chalk. Oh, no. Ain't gonna say no full names today. Ain't gonna sell stitch, no, not a me. DWD play so fuckly. Right? What you got? Nothing? Oh, it's next beat anyways.
You're gonna rap a verse like Pops?
Pops? A regular show? I want a regular show tattoo. That was what inspired me to fucking message the artist. See, I like these older...
Boom bap or what?
I don't know what to call this, but like... It would sound so hard to put a trap song on this.
When you said older, I thought you meant like 90s actually.
This isn't the song I thought it was, but this is
kind of
like this.
bappy.
Bro, yo, my boss, already know. Run the game, run the town, it's my show. DWD, yo, ain't no joke. Push you in that bad, blow that smoke. Goddamn, bro. Okay, let's go. Kaylee, come on, help me out, please. Drake, what you got for me? I'm struggling out here, you see. This week or die, goddamn. Throw me a motherfucking hand. Need some help with the bars. Goddamn, Drake, what we doing? Like we out shopping for cars, nigga, taking too long. Just wanna go home, yeah, you see. Okay, it's just me on the stage. That's okay. I don't know. Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, make sure me and my niggas getting paid. Yeah, we do this shit, do it every day. Make sure I be the one to spy the fucking town. Another one, I be setting prices on the town. Goddamn, ask around, they know it's the dude. DWD hooked him up and true. All my fans be loving it. It's never mind. Take that line back, you see. Went a little far for DWD. Kaylee looking mad, yeah, I know, said it lightly. It was just a joke, sorry about it, will me later, I know it's true. DWD don't know what to do. Got me feeling some sort of blue. Sorry. It's just rhyming. We go.
I know. I tell DWD all the time that if I could yell, I would yell at you. I don't actually yell at you. I don't know.
That's
that
not
was
a
supposed to be a
rap.
rap. But
That's not a rapper.
I know.
Now,
I
when
got
did
too
you embarrass
excited
you?
about
You
it.
embarrassed me.
Hey, I like these fans more than the other ones.
Okay, so let's go. How much time we got left on the show? Oh, it's only 30 seconds. Let's skip to the next beat. We'll do one more freestyle, Drayton, if you join in. Oh, this one's pretty good.
Not the Supreme hoodie.
I like this one.
Morty's got the shirt too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a song. Like if I like I think of a vision of a story being told. It's like a guy and he gets robbed, but it's by this girl he's in love with.